It was on this date in 1997. Convicted Oklahoma City bomber Timothy McVeigh heard the jury's recommendation that he should be sentenced to death. KTRH legal analyst Chris Tritico was one of McVeigh's defense attorneys and got to know him quite well.
Chris joins us now to talk about his recollections. Chris, how did Timothy McVeigh react when he was convicted and sentenced to death?
I can tell you there was no illusion while we were working on that case as to what the outcome was going to be. The die was cast on that the day that they did the perp walk out of the jail with Tim, and he knew as well as we did that winning that case would have been a miracle among miracles. Nobody wants to lose a case, and so I don't think he was happy about getting convicted, but I don't think it was a surprise to anybody.
What was he like?
I went up to Denver and went to the prison to see him the first time, and I was expecting to meet this monster that the media had introduced to me, just like everybody else. And what I found was a man who was extremely intelligent, had a dry and funny sense of humor, and someone that I got to know very well, and quite frankly, and people don't understand this, but I liked him. He was one of the smartest people I'd ever met. We had over 100,000 pages of FBI witness interview reports, and Tim read every one of them and could almost give you the date and the place and the agent who interviewed any witness in the case. He was an amazingly smart man.
What was it that turned Timothy McVeigh into the Oklahoma City Bomber?
Well, Tim had a lot of issues that went on in his life. His mother has some severe mental health issues and left the family at an early age. Tim had shown some signs of one of these people that likes to, survivalist mentality. When he was in the Army, he was the youngest person in the history of the Army ever promoted to sergeant, and the first person in the Gulf War, the first Gulf War, authorized to fire, and the first person to kill an enemy soldier, for which he won a Bronze Star, and was a member of General Schwarzkopf's security team when Saddam Hussein surrendered. He washed out of the Army shortly after that in a series of mishaps that didn't have to happen and shouldn't have happened, but that put him on the path towards his disillusionment with the government.
Thanks so much. KTRH legal analyst Chris Tritico. Timothy McVeigh was executed by lethal injection on June 11th, 2001 at the federal penitentiary in Terre Haute, Indiana.